With President Trump at the White House now recovering from COVID-19, some promising news from the White House physician's memo today, stating that the president's latest physical exam and vital signs are in the normal range. Certainly a good sign for a patient who needed oxygen just a few days ago. And some are pointing to the experimental monoclonal antibody treatment that he received while at Walter Reed as a possible reason for his improvement. And it's something that the president is now touting as a potential cure. So this week, our Bob Woodruff got a behind-the-scenes look at that antibody treatment currently in clinical trials that some hope could serve as a bridge to a vaccine in our latest edition of Vaccine Watch.
After the president's flight from the White House to Walter Reed, he received special permission to try an experimental drug.
The president given the best health care available in the country and 2 experimental treatments.
It includes a promising potential treatment known as monoclonal antibodies. But because the safety trials are still not completed in the U.S., very few other patients have been granted their use. For President Trump, it may have helped.
If you're asking me my opinion, I think it made a difference. I think that the monoclonal antibody made a difference, and it is in clinical trial now to try and prove definitively if it works.
But in a new video released tonight, the president is going much further, touting the treatment as a cure.
They gave me Regeneron, and it was like unbelievable.
The president received antibodies made by the biotech company Regeneron, which started its trials here at the Holy Name Hospital in New Jersey.
These antibodies are directed against the virus, and they've been shown to reduce the amount of virus and reduce the symptoms. Among the 29 patients that we have used in the 3 arms of this study, they have all gotten better.
Here in their pharmacy, they showed us what they are almost certain was the president's treatment cocktail.
If you can explain to me, what exactly did he get?
Sure. So this is the antibody cocktail from Regeneron. So the way that this is prepared is it comes as an IV solution.
But it wasn't just antibodies. Trump also got a cocktail of drugs that included steroids and antiviral medication.
The remdesivir is an IV piggyback, and then the dexamethasone, it can be either an IV push or a pill.
The president was not the first to receive Regeneron's antibody treatment, although, unlike the president, volunteers for the trial don't know whether they received the placebo or the real thing.
So you had no smell and no taste?
Yes, that's
correct.
And
then after this injection you got, just a couple of days that came back?
Yes, correct.
One of the other companies producing monoclonal antibodies is Eli Lilly. Weeks ago, we witnessed their treatment's potential to stop an outbreak in its tracks, many calling antibodies like theirs a bridge to a vaccine.
We are giving patients the antibody which the vaccine is intended to make your body produce.
One of those studies looking at prevention of even the spread of COVID in a nursing home.
What do you want to get? Do you want a placebo or do you want like the real thing?
Oh, I want the real thing.
But last week highlighted the possible impact of these antibodies as a way to treat people who are already infected. That's exactly what doctors were hoping for when the president took the treatment.
Clearly, he appears improved. I am inclined to attribute it to the 3 different therapies that he received.
And at the UC Health Center in Denver, this family also volunteered for Regeneron's experimental treatment.
I was the bringer of COVID to the family. The symptoms were pretty mild. I had a fever for a couple days.
My daughter and I were watching TV one night and we both were sniffling, and I looked at her and I said, "Are you sniffling?" And she said, "Yeah, I think you are too." And then we're just like, oh man. And then the next morning we both woke up with no taste or smell.
After the infusion, Graham says she got over her symptoms notably faster than her son.
I like to think that I got the placebo and she got Regeneron because, no way she was able to recover from COVID faster than I was.
Yeah, no, it's very possible I got the real thing. Because it's possible that I had my smell back during like a couple hours afterwards, just for a moment or two.
Since the president's use of monoclonal antibodies, trial facilities tell us volunteer applications have risen dramatically. Their hope is that this will lead to faster government approval.
I think that all of this attention to this therapy may speed up the approval, and the mechanism by which it would do so is that people will be even more inclined to seek out enrollment in this trial.
Today, Eli Lilly announced it is seeking emergency use authorization from the FDA. And since monoclonal antibodies have gotten all this presidential attention, stocks for both Eli Lilly and Regeneron have gone up. I'm Bob Woodruff, tracking the race for a vaccine.
Bit of a boost to the market based on that good news. Our thanks to Bob for that.
Hi, everyone. George Stephanopoulos here. Thanks for checking out the ABC News YouTube channel. If you'd like to get more videos, show highlights, and watch live event coverage, click on the right over here to subscribe to our channel. And don't forget to download the ABC News app for breaking news alerts. Thanks for watching.